Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do test bed exercise 5. Test bed exercise 5 is learning how to do what's called an infinite while loop. So this will allow your robot to repeat something over and over and over. Um, you can make it repeat a certain number of times. You can make the section repeat until you do something like press a button or a lever, or you can just make it repeat over and over again forever. So I'm going to show you how to do the while loop, and this one's going to be infinite. So the assignment is here. It says use an infinite while loop to program the motors. So the right motor will run for 2 seconds and then stop. And then the left motor will run for 2 seconds and then stop. And this should continue until the program is stopped by you. So it's just going to keep alternating between the two. Right motor, left motor, right motor, left motor, on and on and on. Okay, so here's one of the steps we're going to need to know in order to make an infinite while loop. So we're going to use a new program structure that you haven't seen before, and it's called while. It's right down here. It says while. And then in the parentheses, we're going to use 1 equals equals 1. I don't know why Robot C requires 2 equal signs, but that's the rules, so that's what you have to do. See down here, it says notice you have to use 2 equal signs, just the way Robot C works. And then, so if you want to do a different kind of while loop, like if you want the robot to do something while, it says this program would repeat the while loop as long as the light sensor read a value greater than 1,000. So if the light sensor read something that was greater than 1,000, whatever you put below this in the brackets would repeat until until it read something less than 1,000. Or you could put something in here that makes it repeat while the button is being held down. So those are some of we'll get more into that in the next assignment, which is why I'm not telling you about that right now. Right now, all we're worried about is how to get it to repeat infinitely forever. So what you'll do on Robot C, I've already opened up my new program and I've already put in my motors. You should already know how to do that. Okay, so the while loop is here in control structures and control structures again. And you want this one right here. Okay, so it says while, condition, and then body. So body, okay, that's what you want to repeat. Goes in between these two brackets. So notice we have a bracket to start the code, a bracket to end the code, and now we have brackets for our while loop as well. So whatever I want to repeat has to be between these brackets. Kind of like in math class, you can have parentheses inside of parentheses. That's what we're doing right now in our programming. We have parentheses inside of parentheses, except Robot C requires brackets instead of parentheses. Okay, so our condition, if you remember from the assignment, is going to be 1 equals equals 1. You can also put in, I think it's forever you can put in here. I think, I'm not sure. I'm going to use 1 equals equals 1. There's something else you can put in there. I think it's forever, but either way, this is the way we're going to do it. So now I'm going to delete the word body, and this is where I want to put my actual code. Make sure you don't put it down here. It's got to be between this left side bracket and this right side bracket. So I'm going to go ahead and push enter a few times and give myself some space in there. Okay, back to the assignment. So it said the right motor will run for 2 seconds and then stop, and the left motor will run for 2 seconds and then stop. So we know that's going to be, that's going to be movement, start motor. I'm going to put in my right motor. I'm going to use wait. The assignment said wait 2 seconds, and then it said stop, so I'm going to put in a stop. You're going to do the same thing for the left motor. You'll need to put in all this information. And as long as you have it between this brace and this brace, and you have the 1 equals equals 1 right here, whatever's in here will just keep repeating forever and ever and ever. So when you've got that all set up with the correct motor port and speed and wait time in here, then go ahead and raise your hand and let me know that you're ready to be graded.